Good morning. I'm outside walking Mr. Pat. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do today. I have a couple options, I think. One option is AI safety. And AI safety is such a bad word because it sounds like so corporate and bureaucratic when it literally might be the research that decides whether AI allows humans to live or doesn't. I should come up with a new name for it. A name that's better sounding. I'll have to think about that. But it's either that or might make some music. And I also need to have our relationship talk, me and Abby, every 1 or 2 weeks. We actually haven't been doing it as much because we haven't really needed to. But every 2 weeks, we sit down together and we talk about where we are in the relationship and what we can do to improve it. And we sit down and with no distractions for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. And that's like kind of revolutionized the quality of our relationship. Not that it was bad before, because it's been very, very good. It's just getting even better, which is really nice because most relationships hit a peak. I feel like most monogamous relationships hit a peak. Most relationships in general hit a peak around, say, 6 months or a year or something, and then they slowly decline. But our relationship has only gotten better, which is really nice. And I partially, perhaps mostly, credit that to the talks that we've been having. Anyway, I need to do some AI catastrophe prevention work, research. Maybe that'll be in something I call it. It's kind of long though. And then I need to have that talk at some point today or tomorrow. I could also, because I didn't sleep as well last night as I usually do, I could work on music, because working on music I've found it doesn't require as much, doesn't require as much firepower cognitively. It actually sometimes helps to be a little sleepy when you're making a song. So it might be the most efficient thing for me to do that today. I still haven't decided yet. I'll let you know when I have. I've decided on what I'm going to do for the day. I'm going to do AI alignment research. That's what I'm going to start calling it from now on. I don't want to, no more AI safety research, AI alignment research. It needs to be aligned with our interests. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to work on today. I don't know how much I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do at least an hour and a half. And because I have a lot of ideas that I need to sort through that I've already brainstormed during my creative time. And yeah, I need to sort through them and decide which ones are the best and which one I should pick, and if I should mix some just ideas on how to approach the problem in general. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on. And on the way here, I was bumping some Jane Remover. I didn't like her album when I first listened to it. It's called Revengeseekerz. I didn't like it at first, except for one song. I really liked Dream Flasher. But I've discovered a new way of listening to music where I have these earplugs, and I'm not making a joke. I'm not making a joke about how it sounds good when I have earplugs in. These are music earplugs. They're meant for you to put them on, and it kind of preserves the acoustics. Sorry about that. You put them in, and it preserves the acoustics of the song to a certain degree, and you can still hear the song. It's just it's not as loud. And I wear them in the car, and then I play the song at full volume, because I only like to listen to music when it's at full volume in my car, so that shit like is bumping and rolling. I just spat really bad, so that it's bumping and rolling and shit. And if I turn the bass way up, and without earplugs on, I turn the bass way up, then it kind of destroys the acoustics of the song. So with these earplugs, I can feel the song still without killing my hearing and hurting my ears. And that's not to say that the music is bad and in the sense that it's hurting my ears. It's to say that it's just loud. It's loud music, and I like loud music. But yeah, I've listened to the last few songs that I didn't listen to before off of Revengeseekerz, and I really liked them. I wanted to make sure I gave her a fair shot because she's Aries' favorite artist. He said in an interview with headphone emoji that Jane is his favorite artist. So I have to give her a shot. She's my favorite artist's favorite artist. And I think she's Quedeca's favorite artist. That's another one of my favorite artists. So that's kind of weird. I have to give her a shot. I have to. And I really liked a few. Let me play a preview. So anyway, I'm at the library right now, and this library is really cool because they have a downstairs level that's kind of like a research center, and it feels like a research laboratory. So it's going to be kind of it's a nice vibe for the AI alignment research, because that is what I am doing, research. Abby's here.
Hi.
She made me sandwich.
I did. And this.
So after I finish a bite of the sandwich, and we're gonna go for a walk. So I did about an hour and a half of alignment research, and I came to the conclusion that my efforts are best focused on solving the inner alignment problem, and I'm most likely going to be doing that by making advancements in mechanistic interpretability, which is essentially reading the mind of an intelligence, a machine intelligence. And it's really hard to do that because an AI's mind is made up of trillions of numbers, and those numbers represent more than one thing, each of them. They can represent 100 different things, or more or less, something around those lines, though. They are in what is called superposition. However, there are tools being developed that can decode what those numbers represent. These tools are called sparse autoencoders, and they're not perfect currently, but if advancements are made, they could maybe be good enough. And that's sort of what we want to do. And maybe if mechanistic interpretability allows us to provably align one AI model, make sure that one AI model does not have goals that are against humans, then we can use that AI model to maybe align another one and prove that one to be aligned. Prove is tough, but this seems like it might be the best bet. I'm not too sure. Now, the problem with mechanistic interpretability, one of them, is something called gradient hacking, where the AI model itself can indirectly manipulate its own thought processes to make certain thought circuits that might be related to deception or other negative, unwanted traits undetectable. which sounds trippy, but it is looking like a legitimate possibility. Anyway, it's time to eat and wind down for the night. I'm going to watch One Piece while I eat food. I will probably update you on that. I didn't end up watching a whole lot of One Piece, but there was a really cool scene where this fish man, yes, there are fishmen, named Hody Jones, he takes all these energy steroids so that he can be powerful, but they take years off of his life. And at this point, he's taken so many that his hair has turned white, and he's sitting on this throne like a supervillain. And come on, Mr. Pat, come on, this way. And somebody steps up to him, and he just puts his finger up like this. All he does is just point his finger like this, and he shoots this water bullet. There's this little speck of water, shoots it like a bullet, goes through that guy, and it starts going through mountains. Not mountains, maybe hills and trees, or like coral. It starts going through like 30 different rock solid objects. It just won't stop. That's how powerful this guy is. It's unfathomable. So yeah, that's a really cool scene. I might have to find it and put it in the video. I might not. Might forget.